Within this presentation, I am going to be looking at a creative approach to teaching across the core subjects. Firstly, what we are going to do is be looking at what is creativity. Barnes in 2015 said that creativity is the ability to imaginatively or practically connect two or more ideas together to make a valued new idea. It has been said that there is actually no set definition for creativity. The NACCCE have said that creativity is an imaginative activity fashioned so as to produce outcomes that are both of original and value. In 2010, Ofsted defined what they believe creative teaching actually is. Firstly, they believe that creative teaching should be questioning and challenging for all of their students. Furthermore, students should be able to make connections and see relationships between different subjects and in real-life contexts. Furthermore, students should be envisaging what might be. This allows them to make predictions and hypotheses within science and different subjects across the curriculum. Furthermore, they should be allowed to explore different ideas across the subjects. And finally, they should be able to reflect critically on their work and on others' work. In relation to creative teaching, we are specifically going to be looking at Fogarty's web model, which was created in 1999 in her 10 ways to integrate the curriculum. She said that the web model of integration views the curriculum through a telescope, capturing an entire constellation of disciplines at once. What the idea of Fogarty's web model is that you take a certain theme and branch it out to the different subjects on the curriculum. For example, we will be looking at the theme of flooding and we will be spreading it across just the core subjects, which are maths, English and science. However, you can do it for any chosen topic within the curriculum. As I have just said previously, we are going to be looking at maths, English and science in relation to flooding. However, you can branch this over any subject within the curriculum and you can use it with any certain theme or topic. This can also be related to real-life contexts and can improve for students' problem-solving skills. Secondly, with English, what you can do is you can use your questioning skills to question why certain things have happened. The children could do a role-play scenario where one person interviews someone else. For example, a newspaper reporter could interview a local council member or an expert in the field to do with flooding. Finally, within English, what you could do is students could create a speech pretending that they are the Prime Minister, saying how they are going to prevent flood defences in the future. This can improve their punctuation as well when they are writing this. The first thing that you can do in relation to maths and flooding is that you can talk about the amount of rainfall in a certain area. You can talk about the different levels of water that the water would reach to, and then compare and contrast the different levels between groups, reaching a conclusion as to which area would be the most flooded. In relation to this activity, you could also work out the difference between the different areas. This improves the children's addition and subtracting skills and allows them to compare, which they can use different terminology that they have learnt in English. And as said previously, what children could also do is work out the different costs of different materials to write in their persuasive letter in English to the council, persuading them what is the best material to use as a flood defence to prevent future flooding. Firstly, what children could do within science is they could talk about forces. This relates to flooding as they could talk about the different forces that act upon a flood defence when somewhere is flooding. They can relate this to the different powers of different forces and compare and contrast what forces are more powerful than others. The final thing that children could learn about in science in relation to flooding is that they could talk about the different habitats across the world and how different people, animals and creatures would deal with a flood. Finally, within this presentation, I'm going to be looking at the different national curriculum links that my activities relate to. Within English, it says that pupils should be taught to speak clearly and convey ideas confidently using standard English. This is mainly evident during the persuasive letter and the speech activity that I explained previously. Within the mathematics national curriculum, it says that teachers should use every relevant subject to develop pupils' mathematical fluency. This is not just relevant to the activities that I explained in my presentation, but this emphasises the importance of using Fogarty's web model to promote integrated and cross-curricular learning.
created using Powtoon.